One of the more dangerous things to do whenever a new song comes along from an artist you like is to get your hopes up. Sure, you can get all excited for a new release, but there have been numerous occasions where I personally have been burned by an artist I like releasing absolute garbage, and I begin to question what I saw in this artist in the first place. That, however, cannot be said for today's artist that finds themselves in my crosshair. Taylor Swift is back. Unfortunately. And very recently she came back with a track that ended up knocking off Dua Lipa's debut success from the top spot, and after over a decade of trying has finally released something that has become her first ever UK #1 hit. Excuse me for not partaking in the celebratory champagne. Okay, maybe I'm being unfair. Yes, I've never liked Swift's material barring one song, and I mean that. I can only ever admit to liking just one Taylor Swift song, but surprises have occurred in the past where despite my dislike and at times pure loathing of an artist's work, I do find myself positively gravitating towards a song and admitting when an artist has done something worth praising. So maybe this time it will be different, right? Fuck no. This song right here is pure and utter fucking garbage. I will say this though, for me, this isn't the worst Taylor Swift song, so you can take that as a compliment and that's about it. It's all downhill from here, folks. Lyrically, the song reads as Swift taking shots at an unspecified number of people who have been mean little meanies to delicate little Swiftykins in the past, and this is her limp-wristed, weak as piss water attempt at exacting her fury at these people. Verse 1 reads as a jibe solely directed to Kanye West, alluding towards the quote-unquote controversy over the track Famous from Kanye's previous album, and Swift, with all her fiery range and anger, hits back by viciously declaring that she doesn't like him. Ooh, you got him good there, Swift. I have no idea how Kanye's ever going to recover from learning that you, Taylor motherfucking Swift, don't like Kanye West. I mean, that's the kind of shit that no one could ever recuperate from. Funny how she was the one that got caught up in a lie and is trying to pass it off on the other person. Verse 2 sees Swift turning her attention towards Katy Perry, and in a nutshell, it's just further proof that Miss 27-year-old Taylor Swift is incapable of acting her age, incapable of growing up and moving on from petty, inconsequential and meaningless bollocks that absolutely 0% of the planet's 7 billion plus population cares about. The same mentality is personified in the pre-chorus with a line about creating a list of names on her shit list, but one is in red and underlined. Ooh, you just know that that's doubly terrible, right? And to be honest, it's not even worth going over the chorus, which is one of the laziest choruses Swift has ever done, and the bridge is written with the same amount of laziness, although that voicemail piece at the end is ultimate irony, because the old Taylor Swift is alive and well, and this song proves exactly that. And you know what? I'm just going to end this review right now because this is just painful. Critics of a professional capacity may be reluctant to tear into this track, however, since I don't fall into that category, I refuse to be kind. Musically, the track doesn't do anything to improve my opinion on the song either. Sure, the opening is fine enough, perfect for trying to disguise the ugliness of this song, but the transitions are so clunky, forced and don't flow well at all. Going from a dull thudding bass drum with buzzing electronics to sickly tinkling piano keys leading into a crap drop that goes back into the sparse thudding that's reminiscent of the verse. Other things worth hating is the high-pitched whirring almost halfway through, the skittering effects in the bridge, and the adding buzzing noises that are thrown all over the end of the song sporadically, and that warped robotic warble that's just completely out of place. What's wrong with that? Critics will have you believe that this is a darker, edgier version of Taylor Swift. Well, here's one consumer that isn't buying this bullshit whatsoever. So yeah, the song is garbage, worth a lot of bile and vitriol that it's already received and more.